Welcome to episode 1339 of the Multifamily Collective. Today I wanted to do my 2022 year in review or recap, maybe the top 5 things that I think impacted the multifamily space in the year 2022. This is coming from a COO perspective. So certainly there are other things that impacted the multifamily space, but these are the things that I made observation from my seat in an organization. And so the first one is the lingering on impact of COVID-19 and the pandemic and the way that impacted the multifamily space and how it really accelerated the pace of virtual tours or do-it-yourself leasing or the accelerated pace of centralization. I think centralization is something that's been around for, I recall back, it was probably like 2002, 2007, 2008, that there was a real push at companies like Equity Residential to centralize the assistant manager role. So this is not a new concept. Centralization is not a new concept. What is new about centralization is that you actually now have the technologies that you can use to really accelerate the pace of that centralization. And you can start to centralize things that I don't think Equity was thinking about those things a long time ago, but they were not ready for prime time. So anyway, that is one thing. I think the demand for rental housing was off the charts in 2022, and it caused a rapid acceleration in the pace of rent growth. We certainly saw rent increases that I was trying to think about this earlier today. I think it was 2000, 2001, maybe 1999, 2000, 2001, plus or minus, where we saw rents that were they were accelerating at a pace that was, I was living in San Francisco at the time, and the run up was just incredible. But when it exploded, when it came apart, it was really bad to the downside. Anyway, we saw that kind of rapid rent growth in 2022 based on a strong rental demand. Also saw maybe the coming together of a lot of construction in the multifamily space, especially in the Class A space, because that's the only thing that seemed to pencil. So you saw construction numbers that were off the charts, and I think that is starting to moderate, if not come to a complete standstill in some markets. Not every market, but there are still multifamily construction that is happening at a pretty good pace, but I think you're starting to see that moderate, and you'll probably see that moderate in 2023 as well, until we see some sort of clarity in the market, some sort of confidence in the market, so that those things can start to take a pace again. Certainly the use of technology in the multifamily space, prop tech, the tremendous investment, even when you strip out WeWork from 2 or 3 years ago, the tremendous investment in technology that is applicable to the multifamily space. Sometimes you hear it referred to as prop tech, but prop tech seems to encompass not just the multifamily industry, but other industries, other real estate segments. So that being said, there were a lot of technologies that made their way into the multifamily space, and certainly there were some venture capital firms that were king-making, taking the power of their platform, their connections, and their networks, and investing in technologies, and then exposing them to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of units in the way of bringing those technologies to be and to have the presence that they have in the marketplace today. And I think you'll see some more of that in 2023. But what I think, we'll talk about 2023 in a different episode. So you continue to see a lot of prop tech making its way into the multifamily space in 2022. But I think one last point, fifth point that I would make about 2022 is that we all experienced the crunch of labor, especially on the service side of our business, but not just the service side of our business. I think in the sales side, office side, certainly in the corporate ranks, most specifically, I think it would be in the accounting area of the shop. It was hard to find really good accounting team members. In fact, I heard a story in the Wall Street Journal podcast this morning about the labor shortage in the accounting piece of the labor pool. So anyway, those are the things that I think were the big highlights for 2022, at least again from my seat. And I think that I'll make some predictions about 2023 or what I think will be some of the paramount items or items to pay attention to in 2023 as we move forward in this wonderful business of multifamily property management. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.